Hi, this is Richard Quack here, coming to you live from Malaysia. I would like to welcome you to my weekly live video, and today it is Monday, and I would like to talk about personal development. And the topic is, it is in your moment of decision that your destiny is shaped. I'm sure you would have heard this quote before. It is made famous by Anthony Robbins. Okay, it is in your moment of decision that your destiny is shaped, which is very, very true, because I believe that your decision affects your future. Everything is shaped by your decision, isn't it true? Everything is shaped by the decision that you make. You are here because of your past decision, because of the decision you made in the past. That's why you are here. All right. The decision today affects your future. So whatever decision that you make today will affect your future. The good news is that you can change. How? By making a better decision. When you make better decision, your future will change as well. So it is a moment in your moment of decision that your destiny is shaped. All right. Now we have been endowed with the greatest gift of all. You know what the greatest gift given to us by the Creator? It is the gift of choice. The Creator gave us the greatest gift, the gift of choice. We can choose whatever we want. The Creator did not even force you to believe in the Creator. You are free to believe what you want. All right? But the problem with most people is they do not make decision. They do not make their own decision. Do you know why people do not make decision? Because of the word fear. They fear they make the wrong decision. So you know what? Because of the fear of making a wrong decision, they do not make decision at all. And you realize that most of the decisions are made by other people, by the environment, by circumstances, and so on. All right. For example, all right, you want to go to a seminar. Okay, you already registered and paid for it. When you drive out of the house, you see the traffic is very heavy. All right, or the weather is bad, and you change your mind. So who made the decision for you? It is not you that made the decision. It is the weather, it's the traffic jam that made the decision for you. All right, so you must realize that a lot of our decision is left to other people, left to circumstances, left to the environment, because we do not make our own decision. And you know what? The sad part is that when the decision is not your decision, you're not going to like the outcome of it. That's for sure. You would not like the outcome. All right. Now, I'm sure you heard about who is Dale Carnegie. All right. He authored the book How to Win Friends and Influence People. All right. And in his book, he stated this: successful people make decisions very, very fast, which is very true. So, do you make decisions fast? Successful people make decisions very, very fast. However, people who do not succeed, they are very slow to make their decision. And guess what? After they make the decision, they are fast to change. So you must understand that if you want to be successful, then you got to learn how to make decisions very, very fast. All right, and stick to the decision. All right, because failure, they are slow to make decision, and once they make a decision, they tend to change it very fast. Okay, so if you want to become successful, then learn how to make decision. Decision is like a muscle. All right, you got to exercise it. If you don't exercise it, then you lose the use of it. All right. Now, everything happens for a reason. Do you believe me? Everything in life happens for a reason. Now, let me give you some illustration about it. My own story. All right. Now, some of you may know that many years ago, I was in heavy debt. All right. I was in heavy debt because of heavy losses in the stock market. In fact, I owe more than 1 million ringgit, which is about 300,000 US dollar. All right. So I was in heavy debt. All right. But you know what? During that time, I was very discouraged. I was very frustrated and so on, right? And, I was sad about it. But you realize that today, I realize that it has to happen, all right, to bring me to where I am today. It teach me a good lesson to go through so that today I'm a better person. Okay, so everything happens for a reason, and you realize that, and it is always for the good. It is always for your good. Everything happens for a reason, and it is for your good. All right. Now that is about my that story. Now I was involved with network marketing many years ago. My first network marketing I joined many years ago, almost 30 years ago. All right. By the way, so far I've only been with two companies. That's why I've been with two network marketing companies. So the first network marketing company that I joined, all right, I worked very hard. I worked very hard, but did not have much success. But somehow, because of certain things, certain events, I got into problem with the company, with the network marketing company, and they asked me to show cost. All right. And basically, I was disappointed at that time. I worked very hard and so on. And because of this event that happened, they took away my recognition, they took away my title. The only thing they did not take away was my income. All right. So basically, I was disappointed. But you know what? Because of that event, all right, it paved the way for me, okay, to find a company that is much better. So I've been with the new company for the past 17 years now, which is a blessing in disguise. All right. So basically, everything happens for a reason. It is always for the good. All right. So these two stories about my own personal story, all right, illustrate that everything happens for a reason, and it is always for your own good. All right. Now, I believe that everything happens for a specific reason, and it is always for your own good. All right. And in life, there is a defining moment as well, whereby things can change. The defining moment, you should find your defining moment, or you should create your defining moment. For me, all right, I created my defining moment as well. But before I talk about myself, let me talk about Anthony Robbins. All right. Most of you know about Anthony Robbins. He was just a janitor. That's all. He was a janitor washing toilet, right? And he was very disappointed and discouraged. And then one day he told himself, at that defining moment, I'm going to change my life. I cannot live this way any longer. So because of that decision, that defining moment, he changed everything. All right. He started learning, reading books and so on, and he changed himself. Today, Anthony Robbins is a very successful person. Don't you think so? But that defining moment happened to change his life. All right. Now, for me as well, I was in Selangor. All right. I was in Kuala Terengganu. I had my own accounting practice. I managed my own accounting practice. And it was not easy. We had a lot of problem with clients. We had a lot of problem with collection and so on. All right. But I still stuck there for a long time. In fact, I was there for about 20 years. All right. About 20 years I was there. All right. And you know what? In one defining moment, I said, enough is enough. I'm not going to stay here anymore. I'm going to move to Selangor. And that defining moment, I make a decision and I moved to Selangor. And because of that, everything starts to change. Because in a new environment, there's more excitement, more things happening, especially in Selangor, right? Rather than Terengganu, which is quite slow moving. So there is always a defining moment in your life whereby things can change. I do not know. You have to find your own defining moment. All right. There is a defining moment which you should be able to recognize when it happens to you. All right. Now, you have to make a decision. All right. Decision is very important. And once you make a decision, you got to take action. All right, you got to take action. A decision without action is of no use. So you make a decision, you take massive action, and after that, you got to follow through. And of course, you got to be persistent because, nothing happens, without taking action. And, whatever action that you take, you may not like the outcome, but still, you got to be persistent and carry on. All right, you have to keep on trying. So decision is important. You must take action after that. Then you must follow through with persistency. All right. Now, change happened in an instant. Do you believe me? Change happened in an instant. People tell me, Richard, it takes a long time to change. But the truth is that Change can happen in an instant. It is the decision to change that takes a long, long time. All right, it is the decision to change that takes a long, long time. Like my story said just now, I mentioned, I was in Kuala Terengganu for many years. 20 years is a long time. But when I make a decision to move to Selangor, it was within a month. That's all. It was within a month we moved to the state of Selangor. Okay. Now, the other story I'll tell you is about my book, how I authored my book as well. All right. I was studying in the UK for many years and I have the desire to author a book. All right. I wanted to author a book on how to study at that time. All right. But I did not do it. All right. I did not do it. And basically, when I came back to Malaysia, I attended one seminar and I met a young man there. And he authored a book. He was much younger than me, and he has authored a book, and I was inspired with him. And later on, I met him up for lunch, and I learned from him how he authored his book. Remember, you want to be successful, learn from people who have done it, not people who have not done it. All right, so basically, once after I met him, I made a decision. Say, I'm going to come up with my first book within the next 3 months. Within the next 3 months. And true enough, within 3 months, I came up with my first book, Cappuccino and Success. All right. So basically, it is just an instant, a moment of decision, and change can happen. Don't you think so? So it is important to realize that, once you make a decision, stick to it, take action, all right, and be persistent, all right, and you can do it. All right, so change can happen in an instant, just like I authored my book as well. There are many other things as well. I was struggling, with the million over ringgit of debts and so on. But the moment I made a decision to move to this new company that I'm with, within 10 months, it's not a long time, within 10 months, I changed my life. I totally changed my life within a short period of 10 months. So everything happens for a reason. I went into debts. Why? Because it has to bring me to where I am today. All right. Everything happens always for your good. Think about it. Think about things that you are not happy with. Okay. But the thing is that you must appreciate that this is what is going to bring you forward in life. All right. You may think that it is not something that is good and so on. But let me tell you the truth is that, it will happen to bring you to where you are. That's for sure. Okay. Now, everything happens for a reason. Again, right? Everything happens for a reason. Now, I'm sure most people are discouraged with the pandemic and so on, right? Discouraged with the pandemic and so on. But you realize that the pandemic happened to bring us, okay, to do things that are different. I'm sure you realize a lot of people do not use online, okay? Do not use tools like Zoom and so on, all right? But because of the pandemic, all right, because of the lockdown, a lot of people are working from the comfort of their own home and using technology. So everything happens for a reason, and it is always for the good. All right, it is always for the good. Now think about it. If you're using online training and so on, right, through Zoom and so, isn't it better than traveling here and traveling there? It is a better thing. So everything happens for a reason, and it is always for the good. Okay. Now, defining moment is very, very important. It happened to me. Now, for you, you're going to find your defining moment. Make today your defining moment. Change your life. Everything can happen in an instant. Like the title says, it is in your moment of decision that your destiny is shaped. So, you got to find what is your defining moment. All right, and make it happen. And with that defining moment, everything can change. Your defining moment could be, I don't know. This is only an example, illustration. I'm not encouraging you, all right? Your defining moment could be when you quit your job or when you got terminated from your job. That could be a defining moment, all right? Because after that, probably you will start looking for a business, and it is always for the good, my friend. All right? So that's all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something here. It is very, very important because it is in your moment of decision that your destiny is shaped. All right? Now, we have been endowed with the greatest gift, the gift of choice. Isn't it true? So learn how to make choices, make decisions. Don't leave it to other people, to circumstances, and to other things. All right. Now, successful people make decisions very fast. Okay, and they stick to the decision. Whereas people who are failure, they take a long time to make a decision, and once they make a decision, they tend to change very fast. All right, and everything happens for a reason, and it is always for your own good. Find the defining moment in your life. All right, and with that defining moment, take action, and everything can change. Okay, change can happen in an instant. All right, and my advice to you is make today your defining moment, because you're not going to wait anymore. Now, the truth is that it is already April. Don't you think so? I mean, it was just around the corner that we have 1st of January, all right, 2022. Now it's already April. Time flies very, very fast. So you got to make a decision to change, my friend. If you don't change, you're going to be where you are for a long, long time to come. Okay, so this is all my sharing for today. I hope that you learned something. If you like what you hear and see, please feel free to like, to share, and to comment. I appreciate you for your time that you spent with me here. And that's all my sharing for today. All right, and I will see you again for another of my live video on Friday then. So this is Richard Quack wishing you good night and goodbye.